Good evening, and welcome to tonight's special report. Tonight, we're diving deep into the heart of a legislative storm, the Big Beautiful Bill of 2025. A piece of legislation so vast and complex, it's reshaping the very landscape of American politics. It's dominated headlines, becoming the single most talked about piece of legislation in recent memory. It's sparked countless conversations at dinner tables, dividing families and friends with its sweeping proposals. And it's been trending on social media for months, igniting passionate debates and fueling online activism. This bill claims to fix everything, a sweeping overhaul designed to address every conceivable challenge facing the nation, from bolstering the military to supporting small businesses, the backbone of our economy, and restoring America's global standing on the world stage. You name it, it's in there, buried within its thousands of pages. Instead of tackling problems one by one with careful consideration and targeted solutions, Congress bundled them into one massive, controversial package, a legislative gamble of unprecedented scale. The bill's passage was pure political theater, a spectacle of partisan maneuvering and high-stakes drama. It was rushed through committees, debated fiercely on the floor, and ultimately passed along deeply divisive lines. Supporters call it a visionary investment in America's future, a bold step towards a brighter tomorrow. They're promising jobs, economic growth, and a renewed sense of security for all Americans. Critics, however, call it reckless, a dangerous gamble with the nation's financial stability. They're warning it's a credit card bill our kids and grandkids will be stuck with, a burden that could cripple future generations. This isn't just about numbers on a spreadsheet or abstract economic theories. It's about what America should prioritize, the values we hold dear, and the kind of future we want to build. As of June 8th, 2025, we're all at the table, whether we like it or not, anxiously waiting to see if this gamble pays off or if it will lead to unforeseen consequences. The stakes? Incredibly high. Nothing less than the country's future, the well-being of our communities, and the dreams of generations to come. So why should you care about the Big Beautiful Bill of 2025? Because this bill touches every single part of American life, from your job to your healthcare, from your children's education to the air you breathe. It's time to pay attention. Let's talk numbers. Let's delve into the intricate world of government finance and explore the potential ramifications of recent legislative decisions. The Big Beautiful Bill raises the national debt ceiling, a move that has sparked considerable debate and concern among economists and policymakers alike, by $4 trillion. This substantial increase warrants a closer look at its potential effects on the nation's financial future. That's not a bump, it's a rocket launch, a trajectory that could lead to uncharted financial territory, pushing our debt toward $50 trillion by 2035. This projection raises serious questions about the long-term sustainability of our current fiscal policies. More debt means more tax dollars go to interest payments, diverting funds from other crucial areas, not services. These interest payments could potentially strain the government's ability to fund essential public services. Supporters say it's an investment, a strategic allocation of resources aimed at stimulating economic growth. Spend now, grow the economy, pay it off later. The idea is that the increased economic activity will generate enough revenue to offset the initial costs. They argue new jobs and growth, fueled by government spending, will make the debt manageable. This optimistic outlook hinges on the assumption that the economy will perform as expected. Opponents see a deepening hole, a potential financial pitfall that could have severe consequences. Warning of cuts to essential services as the government struggles to balance its budget, and higher interest rates for everyone. Increased borrowing by the government can drive up interest rates across the board. The debate? A clash of ideologies and economic philosophies. Bold investment or reckless binge? A fundamental question that lies at the heart of this controversy. Either way, the impact will be felt for generations. The decisions we make today will shape the financial landscape for our children and grandchildren. We're all in this together, whether we like it or not. The national debt affects every citizen, regardless of their background or political affiliation. The numbers are real, and so are the consequences. It's crucial to understand the potential ramifications of our national debt and engage in informed discussions about the best path forward. Every big law creates winners and losers, and this bill is no exception. Defense contractors are celebrating. Hundreds of billions for new military tech means years of profits. Small businesses get some help too. Tax credits, grants, and loans to keep local shops afloat. But there's a flip side. Federal agencies face budget cuts, leading to hiring freezes and reduced services. Families relying on government aid are hit hardest, with stricter eligibility and less support. For some, the bill is a lifeline. For others, it's a setback. It's a reminder every budget line has a human cost. The benefits and burdens aren't shared equally. This is the real impact, felt in homes and communities across America. The bill's journey through Congress was a political slugfest. One side argued America needed a massive cash injection to stay competitive and secure. They used patriotic language and promised prosperity. The other side, fiscal conservatives, called it generational theft, warning of economic disaster. The debate got personal and toxic, with accusations of betrayal flying. Behind the scenes, party leaders cut deals and twisted arms to secure votes. The final tally split almost perfectly along party lines. Instead of unity, the bill left deep divisions and lingering distrust. It's a case study in how power, not consensus, can drive major legislation. The battle lines are drawn for the next decade. The legacy? A more divided America. Now, the experts weigh in and they're split. Optimists predict a surge in jobs and growth, especially in defense and tech. They believe investments will modernize the economy and pay off long-term. History, they say, shows America can grow its way out of big debt. Pessimists warn of inflation and instability, arguing too much spending will drive up prices and interest rates. They fear a painful hangover, higher costs for families, expensive loans, and slow growth. Both sides agree the stakes are enormous. The only certainty is uncertainty. The next few years will reveal if this gamble works. For now, everyone's watching and worrying. The Big Beautiful Bill is now law, a landmark piece of legislation that promises to reshape the landscape of our nation. It's a moment etched in history, a testament to the power of political will and the enduring spirit of American ambition, a statement of America's values and direction. It reflects our priorities, our aspirations, and the kind of society we strive to build for ourselves and future generations. It's a roadmap, charting a course towards a specific vision of what America should be. It bets on military strength, investing heavily in our armed forces and defense capabilities. The idea is to project power and protect our interests on the global stage, ensuring our security and maintaining our influence in an increasingly complex world, and economic growth, fueling innovation, creating jobs, and expanding opportunities for businesses and individuals alike. The hope is that a rising tide will lift all boats, leading to greater prosperity and a higher standard of living for everyone, even if it means massive debt. The bill relies on borrowing and deficit spending to finance its ambitious goals, raising concerns about the long-term fiscal health of the nation and the burden that will be placed on future taxpayers. But this path comes with risks, potential pitfalls, and unintended consequences that could undermine its intended benefits. It's a gamble, a calculated bet on a particular set of assumptions and projections. Future generations inherit the bill, saddled with the responsibility of paying off the debt and dealing with any unforeseen challenges that may arise. They will be the ones who ultimately bear the brunt of our decisions today. And vulnerable Americans may lose support. As resources are diverted to other priorities, essential social safety nets could be weakened, leaving those most in need struggling to make ends meet. The trade-off is clear, a balancing act between short-term gains and long-term costs, between immediate benefits and potential sacrifices. It's a question of priorities and values, of what we are willing to give up in order to achieve our goals. Sacrifice today for a promised stronger tomorrow. We are asked to accept certain hardships and uncertainties in the present, with the expectation that they will pave the way for a brighter and more prosperous future. The real question, the fundamental issue at the heart of this debate, what are we willing to give up? What are we prepared to sacrifice in pursuit of this vision? And is the payoff guaranteed? Can we be certain that the promised benefits will actually materialize? Or are we simply taking a leap of faith into the unknown? The bill's impact will unfold over years, its effects rippling through every sector of society, shaping communities, transforming the places where we live, work, and raise our families, jobs and family budgets. It will directly affect the livelihoods of millions of Americans, influencing their financial security and their ability to provide for their loved ones. It's a national experiment, a grand social and economic undertaking with far-reaching implications, and we're all participants. Whether we like it or not, we are all part of this unfolding story, and our lives will be shaped by its outcome. The bill holds up a mirror, a reflection of our national character, our values, and our priorities. Are we bold visionaries, willing to take risks and embrace innovation in pursuit of a better future? Or reckless spenders? Are we mortgaging our future for short-term gains, indulging in unsustainable practices that will ultimately lead to financial ruin? There's no easy answer, no simple solution to the complex challenges we face, just the future we choose. The path we take will determine the kind of society we become. So what kind of America do you want? What kind of nation do we aspire to be? The choice is ours. The power to shape our destiny lies in our hands.